In Rise of the Tomb Raider, it is possible to wrong warp to any camp in the game due to an oversight in the fast travel system. It is also possible to wrong warp to free leftover developer areas, as these areas also contain campsites. So, on the fast travel screen, when you select a campsite, a pointer to that campsite instance is created. If you close the prompt, the pointer is cleared. If you accept the prompt, Lara stands up, the fast travel starts, and then the pointer is cleared. However, if you have selected a campsite and skipped standing up, say by dying, then the campsite will still be selected even though you are in free roam. From this point, if you go to any campsite and stand up, you will fast travel to that campsite you had selected. But if instead you go to the main menu, as you can see here, the selected campsite no longer appears to be a valid campsite. What's happened here is that the game has overwritten that memory with other pieces of data, since we're no longer in game and the campsite is no longer needed. The oversight is that when you go back to the main menu, the selected campsite pointer is not cleared, which makes it a dangling pointer. What this means is that when you load the game and attempt to stand up from a campsite, the game's going to try and interpret the data at that pointer as a campsite, and since in this case it's not a valid campsite, the game's just going to crash. However, sometimes when you load the game, it just so happens that that data will be overwritten by another campsite. When this happens, if you stand up from a camp, you'll warp to that new camp instead, which completes the wrong warp. The easiest way to do this glitch is using poison arrows with no health skills. Fire 2 poison arrows at the ground, immediately sit down at the camp, select another campsite without closing the dialogue, and then wait for the poison to kill you. Once you load back in, go back to the main menu and select continue. Once you load back in, enter and exit the camp and hopefully you'll wrong warp to a new location. There is another way to do this glitch at this campsite in Flooded Archive, so long as you haven't knocked down the statue yet. Stand next to the campsite and then shoot the last barrel. When the statue has fallen over, sit down at the camp and hover over the fast travel option by pressing tab or left. Then skip this cutscene, enter the fast travel screen, select a different camp, accept the prompt, and then wait until you die. Once you load back in, go back to the main menu, select continue, enter and exit the campsite, and hopefully you'll wrong warp to a new location. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be a way to control which campsite you'll wrong warp to. For instance, selecting a different campsite to initially warp to doesn't seem to change the result. It depends on how the game chooses to load in resources and in what order, which you don't have much control over. The best you can do is reload the save and hope you end up with a campsite you want to go to. So far, I've only got this glitch to work with the Greek Fire Depot and the Mongolian Passage campsite. As for the any % speedrun, the earliest point you can do this glitch is in Glacial Cavern after obtaining the poison arrows. If you are able to warp to Katesh, you can make it as far as the final fight with Constantine, but you'll find out that you're not allowed to stab him. This isn't as much of a problem on the first phase because you can stab him from above, but on the second phase he destroys these pillars and now you can't win. Do you want to know why you can't hit him? Because you don't have the knife for the finishing move. So what you'd have to do instead is wrong warp to the abandoned mines instead of Katesh. Annoyingly, the game disables fast travel as soon as you pick up the knife, so you'd have to complete abandoned mines normally and then fast travel back to Glacial Caverns in Geothermal Valley. Then, Once you're back at Glacial Cavern, wrong warp to the end of the game, stab Constantine, and then beat the game. So it also turns out we never actually saved Jacob from the Gulag, so he can't participate in this cutscene. I can't actually believe that's a requirement for this cutscene, so I guess we're gonna have to go save him during the run as well. The rest of this video is a spliced demonstration of what a new route may look like. Overall, this route would have the potential to save about 15 minutes over the current route, but it's very unlikely that it's even possible. This route relies on 2 wrong warps, and getting even one of these wrong warps is rare enough, let alone 2. To even get this demonstration, I ended up manipulating the selected campsite pointer so that I'd end up at the correct locations. You won't have to do the first wrong warp since you can just go through the mines normally. This demonstration is just showing the fastest route. So that's it for commentary. Hopefully this video at least explained what wrong warping is and how it works in this game. The rest of the video is just a demonstration.
Might be able to make something with all this. Should head back to camp and try.
He'll talk or he'll bleed out. You think I fear death? Put a bullet. Over there! Stop! How's it looking? I'm not sure. Okay. Not sure we'll be able to find spare parts out here. Doing it. Oh.
What do you know about them?
A sect. Ancient and destructive. They believe themselves to be doing the work of God. What do you plan to do with that? They'll have heard that.
All the more reason to get out of here.
All right. Hold on, almost got it. That's it. You're good to go.
Okay, let's move this thing out. Constantine wants a team up at the copper mill before the storm sets in.
She's still standing. Someone just kill her!
Jacob? Is that you, Jacob?
Lara, be careful. They're everywhere. You'll run into some trouble. There he is! Take him out! Damn it!
Shit! What happened here? Jacob? I think I'm close to the train yard. Are you there? Watch out! Jacob, are you there?
Watch. We have contact with the native in the old sawmill. We wounded her, but it looks like they set traps around the perimeter. I've got one casualty so far. Doing a sweep.
Damn it. Where is he? This should come in handy. Could this be part of the lost city? These ruins are incredible. Oh no!
No. There's tons of rock and ice in the way. If we're lucky, we might get a few bursts of static and assume we're still alive. Let's see if I can break through. All the more reason to find a way out.
Right, that should work. longer this place is still standing.
You have no weapons, no allies, no hope. God! No! My destiny lies in the Chamber of Souls. See it. He bet.